to block my vehicle.
Try. Get inside
You
the car.
continue to block
Get
my
inside the car. Get inside the car and do that. Get inside the car and do it. Get inside the car and do it.
It's from church, right? But since they're saving lives already, they feel empowered that well here. The law don't even apply to them.
This guy right here, that is Bibi's man, Krish. So he was present there when this assault was going on.
To them, because each country governed by laws, right? So I'm addressing the elephant in the room now, because I come across this video again this morning, right? And I'm talking about none other but none other than Michael Rodriguez, better known as the Guyanese critics, right?
Can you tell me if that video where Miss Manik-chan was there for a photo shoot occurred before or after the video where MOLA is also praising the PPP and the new Minister of Local Government, Ms. Manik-chan, for a no-brainer?
Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them screw face, whoa! Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, you hear me? Talk the things, me comfy talk the things, whoa! Talk the things, me comfy talk the things. Me no business, me no care if them no worried.
Let me start the things, the banner, we're gonna let's start the things TV. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our fresh upload of a fresh update. It's your boy Fire Feelings, aka Mr. Let's Start the Things in the building again. As you guys see how the upload start, you know definitely what we got on the menu and what bubbling in the pot. It's Wednesday, definitely the 19th of November. We got a few more days of Thanksgiving, and you know how the code go already. Shout out to my Guyanese people. I know y'all do not celebrate Thanksgiving, but at the end of the day, it's a traditional piece, so you know what's up. Anyway, we got a lot of things to talk about, and you guys need to stick around to the end of the content to get every little piece of detail we drop in. I really would like you guys to drop comments on every one of the topic that we got. Let me know what's your thoughts. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. But before we go any further, remember, if it's your first time over here, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and put your post notification bell on. Let's turn up this live. It's I want to hold it, y'all, at 150 thumbs up, 150 to 200 likes. Come on. Y'all don't know we dealing with this, and I want your honest comments and opinion on all the topics. See what's going on. Let me jump into these topics that we got for you, quick and fast. Let's get this.
Watch you know, this is Danja for the Incentive Boss. Me I represent the place where I come from. Alright, now me I represent Let's Start the Thing TV for the latest in dancehall, for the latest in all the gossip and the latest news updates. Make sure you check them out and subscribe to them YouTube page. Let's Start the Thing TV. Boom. Incentive way forever.
Well, viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys have a fantastic day, morning, evening, night, midday, afternoon, whenever you guys watching this upload. Definitely today we're going to kick it off with the big controversial going on right now. Definitely with the Universal Church. Now you guys know the video that is circulating, whereby it seems like a popular radio announcer. I forgot what this man's name, but eventually it looked like this man was parked in front of the Universal Church where there was not no parking sign that was issued or even shown, and obviously a lot of persons park there every day. But it seems like, to me, this pastor from the Universal Church and the individual that had his vehicle parked there got some kind of beef, because it didn't have to escalate into this, viewers and subscribers. So here we're going on. Let me jump into this video, guys. Take a look.
Oh, Gabi. Oh, here's the guy. You're the guy driver?
Yes, I'm the driver.
Why you keep doing this?
Why you keep doing what?
Why you keep parking when not
Why you
supposed to
keep
park?
doing this?
Because this is our.
How is
Oh,
this
you record?
yours?
Okay, let us
This is
record.
public parking.
Let us record.
This is a
Okay,
public
let us
parking.
record. As
Let
long
us
as you
record.
pay your
This
road
guy
service,
here, this
you're
guy,
free to park anywhere.
let me show his plate
You
number.
show what you like.
This is his plate number.
You show what you like.
You say what?
You show what you like. I have a right to park on
No,
the
you
public
don't.
park.
You don't. You don't. You don't.
Well,
And this guy,
call the police.
This guy,
Call the
this
police.
guy is here. This guy is here. What is there? This guy, I want to see if you're gonna drive me out. I want to see you
Well,
drive
you
me
can
out.
stand behind there.
Sure. Record. Make sure you
You can
record.
stand behind there.
Make sure you record.
You
what
can
you're doing.
choose
I'm
to
right
stand
here.
behind here.
I'm right here.
You
I'm right
can
here.
choose
Record
to
with
stand
what
behind
you're
there.
doing.
So you're
I
saying you're
want
gonna
the
hit him?
Here, guys.
record to
Come here,
show.
guys. Come here.
So you're saying you're
Come
gonna
here.
hit him?
I am
We're
ready
gonna
to
stand
remove
here.
my vehicle
We are going to stand
to
here.
come onto the public road.
No, you are not.
And-
You are parked inside of a private zone.
There is no private
You
zone
are
here.
in a private
This
zone.
is the public
You
park.
are in a private zone.
This
I don't
is
care.
the
I don't
public
care.
park.
Let us see if you're gonna drive.
Well, you
I
continue-
want to see it.
you-
I want to see if
you
you're gonna
continue
drive.
to block my
I will
vehicle.
right here.
You continue
Drive.
to block my vehicle.
Drive. Get inside
You
the car.
continue to block my
Get
vehicle.
inside the car.
Get inside the car and do that.
Get inside the car
Touch
and do
me.
it. Get inside the car and do it. Get inside the car.
Touch me, man.
Get inside the car.
Touch me.
Get inside the car.
Touch me.
Go ahead.
Touch
Go
me.
ahead. Drive.
Touch
Drive
me.
us out.
Touch me.
Drive us out.
Touch me.
Drive us out. Drive me out.
Touch me, man.
Drive me out. Go ahead.
Touch
Get
me.
inside. Get
Touch
inside.
me.
Get
Touch me.
inside and drive us out. I want to see it. I want to see it. Go ahead.
Let the record
Do
show.
it. We are recording.
Let the record
Drive us
show.
out. Kick us out.
This
Go
is
ahead.
my vehicle.
Go ahead. Knock us down.
This is my vehicle.
Knock us down.
This
Knock,
is
we are
my
recording.
people.
Knock us
Standing
down.
and
Knock
blocking
us
my
down and you see it. Knock us down. Knock us down and you see it.
People for park there.
Go on,
You're
knock.
supposed to go
Knock
there.
us down.
Yes,
Knock us down. Knock us down. Knock me down. Knock me down. And you see it. Knock me down. Knock me
I
down.
want you to see
You
it.
think you're going to do the thing too much. You're supposed to ask.
You can't tell me that.
You're supposed to ask.
This
You're
is
supposed
public
to ask.
property.
You're not in the public.
This
You're
is
supposed to
public
ask.
property.
You're supposed to ask.
You can't
You're
stop
supposed-
me. This
You're
is
supposed to
public
come and ask
property.
for parking.
For as
Don't be
long
ask for what
for
we ask for
that's
parking.
private property.
Don't put them now.
That is private property.
This is go-
For
this
as
is beyond-
long-
This is beyond what we are.
For as long as the property is clear, I will park in it. For as long as the property is clear, I will park in it. I will park on this and any property that is clear. Any property that is clear, I will park in it.
None of us are going to move for your car.
Park on any property that is clear. Bihari.
Like telling your viewers and subscribers, as you just now saw the video, a lot of persons saying that this man, as a pastor for a Church of Christ, like they said, definitely showed the demonic side of him. Now, guys, you just now saw this man eye, how it look and all these things. If you haven't, take a look and see. You see what's going on here. So, a lot of persons say this man, demon came out. Now, when the pastor was behaving like this, telling the man go in the car and ting and lashing up, I was like, this how pastors really go on. I don't know. This how it is go. That's so crazy. But we even saw whereby the mayor came out and the mayor said, yo, these guys are wrong for what they're doing. You know what I mean? They ain't got no private parking there, like he's saying private parking. That's not no private parking. Now we got Michael Rodriguez. Sometimes I can't pronounce his name, but yo. We got critics on the ground. Now critics got me cracking up. Viewers and subscribers. Take a listen to what critics got to say.
You see, yeah, brother. You see, they got parking meters here. This here was a company. All this place where they got parking meter. So, I supposed to tell people about parking. I suppose I don't know, but this country got, this city got free parking because of me and a lot of other people who stand up against an oppressive state at one time to get free parking. Yeah. Right? So, when you watch it, we do what we had to do for get parking. They can't come now and decide what parking is, and they ain't got no area that legitimately could be reserved for anybody. This I would understand because there's an active band there. You got there, a man come and park, and next thing you gotta wait half an hour for he come back. Let me go back and see if they're ready for me. Right? But the man got, yeah.
A man get an active driveway here. A man park here. But most likely this day worker where they could come and call upon because when the rubbish bin truck for come for get to the rubbish, how you gonna get there? And like we can't vex if past to say you want nobody park here with the active driveway for maybe to get into the bin and so. But you can't control parking, and I'm telling you, I want to know what the guy in the police force is doing as relating to the. Hey, Pastor, anybody, you could get anybody to talk to us? Anybody could talk to us? You were one of the guys yesterday with the incident?
Me?
You went to the video? No, I just asked. Your Guyanese? Oh, all right, buddy, all right. Safe. You could tell them not, ask them that they're okay if anybody wants that. Just tell them. Just their side of the story. I ask straight questions, they give straight answers. I ain't see nothing complicated about it. You understand? Yeah. Straight questions, straight answers, I think. And we all saw the video, there ain't not much to explain. All I want to know is, do they understand that they've made a mistake, that they've erred, and them kind of thing. That's all I want to know. Because what we could do, I could come and do a few programs, my morning programs outside here. I can't imagine why people would frighten for yeah, my brother. I can't imagine why people would frighten for be on a video and talk about things and all them. I don't want to have to come here every day to get past the side of the story. Right? Because the next thing, can I get how much I bought for this water? How much I bought for this blessing? Can I get the high money? Right? Can I get a bottle of the water? One, if I could get one, and how I could get it, and them kind of thing. Right? I want the hear all the thing. It's going to be bad for business. That man start a ceremony. What do you do in the castle? No demons in there? What's what they doing? They're taking out demons? And inside the place, they got a lot of signs. What is signs inside there? Yeah, church. No. What kind of church is this one? And they recording me now. But they ain't coming out through. No, they said no recording and so. But the lack of, I mean, I want to find out what's going on. Okay. You went to the service manager? No, they do service don't done. They got a serious running business. They got 3 times a day, like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, they service don't done. They just keep running all the time. Yeah. They just keep going and money got made. You can't, this church you can't video and thing. This church got something special going on inside. Full Jim Jones kind of edition. So we gotta come the next day, but as I show you, parking back to regular okay, and this is what I highly suspect. This is what a lot of people running after.
Well, I telling you, boy, I saying the same thing to critics. Me knows what really they got going on in the church. This is the first church I ever hear no cameras, no photo can take, no video can take. No, your phones are not allowed in there. You know what I mean? What organization they got really running with this situation here? So what really going on? I want to know what's going on. You understand? Because at the end of the day, it's foolishness for know that this pastor go on like this, which it wasn't called for. But viewers and subscribers, I would like you guys to leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this.
Yeah, good morning to my fellow Guyanese brothers and sisters. Let me say this here quick before I get into my video. Anytime you guys see me making a video, majority of the time I pull off and park my vehicle. Right? So don't worry about if I driving and making a vehicle, I don't have a seatbelt. No, majority of the time I park and make my video. And if I driving, I got my seatbelt and everything else, right? So get out of the way. Now we have something that is transparent right before all of our eyes. And you know what? A lot of us, alright? A lot of us turn a blind eye to it and then realizing that we're destroying the fabric of society in which that it was built on, the law and order that which govern each country, which we are to abide by the laws of the land. None of us should be above that law. None. Yeah, I tell you, whether you're wealthy, whether you're not wealthy, the law is supposed to apply to each and every Guyanese. Right? We know they say justice is blind. But that law is supposed to apply to each and every Guyanese. Even those that who visit in this country, the laws apply to them. Because each country governed by laws. Right? So I'm addressing the elephant in the room now. Because I come across this video again this morning. Right? And I'm talking about none other than Michael Rodriguez, better known as the Guyanese Critics. Right? As I said, I'm not an agent for no one pays me. So let me say that clearly. So you think I take a side? No, I don't take side. If you listen to my video, it's called a spade a spade. Now, back to the topic at hand. Right? I saw him on his podcast saying that, oh, I'm not going to pay no FM money. Nobody could make a pay no FM money. Nobody. Swearing and going on bad. Cussing up and going on bad in this video. Saying you're not going to pay no money. Nobody could make you pay no money. Right? Now, this is my question to the judicial system. This is my question. If it was anybody else, yeah, I tell you, if it was anybody else, yeah, guys, is sending a van load of police. Guns, come drawn because of disrespecting the system that we supposed to all function by. Yeah, I tell you, we are supposed to function under these laws. Right? Guns were to turn up there. Because you know what? We breaking the court order. If the court tell me not to call up Junior name, and I come on a platform and I call up Junior name, and the court get back word and see that video with me calling Junior, you know what I do? I disobey in the court. I disobey in the law of the land. Right? Police will turn up with guns and carry me down and lock me up. I disrespecting that judge. I disrespecting that magistrate when I do what I doing. Yeah, I tell you, how is it he's able to do it and nobody's sending no police after him? How is it he's able to disrespecting the order of the court? Eh? From when it was made to answer this 2 or 3 times they put a gag for him. From calling people name. Especially that particular man in question name. Right? But yet said you on a platform calling out the name. Right? It's not about him, you know. I'm speaking about the double standard. The double standard in the law. That's why I'm addressing this today. Don't get me wrong. The double standard is what I'm addressing. Yeah, I tell you? As I said, enough time I can come here and I can talk, right? Some of you guys get vexed, but I can call a spade a spade. And if you want somebody to be honest, look at me. I can be honest and keep it real with you guys. Yeah, I tell you? The double standard. Anybody has police turning up at the place. 48 police with guns turning up for the go lock them up. Because you know why? You break the court order. You break the order of the court. And it's not 1 time, not 2 times, not 3 times. He continues to do it and nobody seems to. Everybody seen it and turn a blind eye. Why is that so? He's above the law. He's more Guyanese than you. And he's more Guyanese than me and my brothers and sisters out there. The rest of us got to abide under the law. We got to abide under the law. Why is it he's able to say all these things? And ask the CRC, don't let me get started on them. Because they got double standard too. Let me let you know. They pick and choose on who they choose to prosecute and who they choose not to prosecute. Hypocrites. That's what you guys are. Nothing but hypocrites. Let me call it for what it is. Right? You are a bunch of hypocrites. Let me call it for what it is. You are pick and choose on what you choose to do. This guy on a platform cussing out people. Tell them about the mother. Tell them about the private parts and all these things. Yeah, I tell you? But you haven't seen it. You haven't seen it. Oh, yeah, seen it and you turn a blind eye because of who protecting him. I hear you and said on the podcast, who's protecting him? Mohammed. Because he want to know, Ray, who's protecting you, champ? You been getting away with murder for months, for years on your podcast. All black people can't read and write. The women them got skin up themselves, let the pastor go and do what he got to do, and then read for them and preach to them. Nobody call you out for these things. There's a time with the double standard in this country, right? The double standard. It stink. Very much stink. Let me call it for what it is. Yeah, I tell you? And also the business sector, don't let me get started on them. And also the what they call this other body so with the lawyers and all the judicial people them sit down. All y'all, and I'm not gonna hold no word there. Y'all being hypocritical. Because anybody else, y'all throwing the book of them. Y'all throwing the book of them. Even me, y'all would rather sink me more quick. We all are to abide under the rules and the laws of this country, which govern this country. Nobody should be exempt from that law. Nobody, I tell you, should be exempt from that law. This man come on a podcast, he got video show you, this man saying, F the thing, he's not going to pay no F anybody no money, and nobody can make you pay it. This man is more Guyanese than everybody else. This man is above the law. But everybody else, we got to abide under the law, champ. I say, I come in, 48,000 police by your house, guns, drawn. But with this man like he could do what we want, say we want, and don't have no responsibility for nothing that comes out of his mouth. Where are we going as a society, buddy? What example are we setting? What is the example are we setting? Because when you allow him to get away, they say, other Guyanese are watching, you know. People like me, many others are watching. Yeah, we may not be able to get with it, but you know what we can say? The double standard. The double standard. Yeah, I tell you? The double standard. You won't even hear in the Bar Association mouth for none of this say so. But they find the vice when they choose to find the vice. One thing, yeah, champ. Is the system he disrespecting, bro? This is not just a one individual. Glenn was sued, right? Glenn was sued by the minister, and he got to pay because it's an order from the court. You got to follow the court orders. That's how we function. That's what keep a society functioning. Because we got to abide by the laws of the land. When the court give an order, whether we may like it or not, we got to abide by it. I ain't in the Bar Association, I ain't in the business sector, but you always find your advice when it comes to other things. So we cherry picking when we should speak and when we should not speak. Hypocrites. Hypocrites. Let me call it for what it is. A bunch of hypocrites. That's who you guys are. Hypocrites. And I ain't saying this as because I mean for disrespect nobody. I call a spade because should it been me in that position, champ, I don't get dragged down to jail for disrespecting the court order. Not one time, not two times, not three times he done it. And nobody tell. You ain't hear nothing from none of these organizations. Everybody quiet. Everybody quiet. Everybody got sugar cane in them about the sucking cane, so they can't talk. They can't talk. Everybody lost the voice. He said we want for people on the podcast, cuss out my Guyanese brothers and sisters, whether Indo, whether Afro, whether Amerindian, he cuss out everybody. And he's able to be getting away with it because I don't know who's protecting him. But my point at the end of the day, when y'all allow this here, y'all destroying the fabric of society in which that we supposed to function under as a country. Yeah, I tell you, the amount of wrongs that happening in this country, champ, it's a love that some people are able to get away, they say, for so long. Yeah, I tell you, now he's on a podcast, they gag him, you know the code gag, I add upon you a gag telling you, not to call a person's name, and yet still you persisting that they, to hell with the court, I can go on my podcast, and I can cuss out everybody, and call who name I want to call, and then nobody could do about it, because that's what he's saying. He is literally jumping in the face of the courts and everybody else and challenging them, and said nobody could do nothing about it. That's what he's doing, right? He's literally jumping in the face of the courts and saying nobody could challenge him. That's what he's doing. That's exactly what he's doing. And don't you see a problem with this, eh, sir? You remember the society, the fabric of society function with laws. And if the laws are not functioning for some and function for others, we can have a big problem. We're going to have a big problem going down the road. Right? Yeah, we get it right, buddy.
Candy James, the same thing I just saying, bro. The same thing I asked him myself. How in the world critics is going to do all these things? Because indeed, you know what I mean? Anytime was any normal person that was sued or even have a gag order on, they come out and say, yo, F this, F that, I don't care talking about who I talking about, what he want. He come out and he said, yo, you owe nobody no F him money, F them, F this. Now tell me which normal man in Guyana could do that? But I keep telling you guys, this banner and the PPP definitely tight. Critics and the PPP is tight. That's why critics is do we want how we want. But this is why he's saying, you know, Muhammad made a statement whereby he used a phrase whereby it says a man could do as much as he wants, but not as long as he wants. Especially if it's not beneficial, nothing positive and it's negative or bad. And critics is gonna reach make a day. He gonna reach the right person for he. He is known who he's one. Like they say, monkey no will him for jump on. But he gonna reach the right person, the right time. No joke. Viewers and subscribers, leave your comments in the comments section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this situation here.
Can you guys confirm for me whether or not that video that was just shown there, where the now Minister of Local Government, Ms. Priya Manik-Chan, would have visited the Shutter Studio, a place where the same girl, MOLA, I don't know if she works there, I don't know what is her affiliation with the place Shutter Studio, but she seems to be there a lot, because every time I see it on my feed, she's there. So can you tell me if that video where Ms. Manik-Chan was there for a photo shoot occurred before or after the video where MOLA is also praising the PPP and the new Minister of Local Government, Ms. Priya Manik-Chan, for a no-brainer, for something that should have been done years ago, which is putting down bins in the center of Georgetown, home of CARICOM Secretariat. Can you confirm to me if this video from the studio when Priya Manik-Chan visited to do a photo shoot was before or after Miss MOLA actually praised them up for putting down bins? MOLA, I don't know if you're from Georgetown, but you've been living in the big, filthy, dirty Georgetown for all of those years that the PPP was running this country, girl. What are you doing? How can you praise the people that caused the problem for now trying to make it seem as if they're eradicating the problem? And there are questions that we still need to ask the Ministry of Local Government, Ms. Priya Manik-Chan. What was the size of the contract for putting those bins in Central Georgetown? Who got the contract to import those bins that were placed in Central Georgetown? Who got the contract to transport those bins whenever they were imported from wherever to Central Georgetown? And what was the cost of that contract? Because I can tell you Guyanese brothers and sisters, the cost for that contract had to be gone chewing. Because this is what the PPP does. They write inflated estimation price cost for simple projects. So these are the things we got to start looking into now. We want to know what was the cost for those bins that you placed in Central Georgetown. Who got the contract? And Guyanese brothers and sisters, by now you're supposed to be tracking the patterns of the PPP. But we're just using this video for informational purposes only. Just to clarify to you that the Vice President, Barajagdio, that on his last press conference would have been saying that the Mohammeds, they bought out many news agencies and they bought out influencers and all of these things. The proof is in the pudding. You guys recall when they had this influencers brunch and so on? It was people like that same girl that was just in that video, that Shutter Studio video that did some kind of, that Priya Manik-Chan did some kind of video shoot at. That same girl that appeared in the video, you know, she's very articulate, you know, she's very verbacious, she's easy on the eye, she's a pretty girl. So just do the maths, Guyanese brothers and sisters, both at home and in the diaspora. And could the people that may know better than me say if the Shutter Studio photo shoot that Miss Priya Chan did was before or after MOLA actually praising the government for that no-brainer, because, you know, one hand seems to be washing the hands. You know, we don't want to say too much, but we just want to bring it to the light that the government is running this country on perception. And every time they had the influencers party or influencers brunch or whatever it was, they never invited Eternity Enterprise. An invitation never met Eternity Enterprise inviting us to actually come and see what's going on, enjoy whatever the government has to offer to us influencers and all of these things. But this is just for informational purposes, just to let you guys see that clearly the government is using influencers, famous influencers that have big platforms, that have a lot of reach to, you know, basically advance their mission, advance their agenda. And their agenda is to run the country based on perception, to spread a narrative, not only to the Guyanese, the slacktivists, the Wangan, people home here that are too docile and lack independence of thought, but to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora to believe that the PPP is actually changing the system which they created. Remember, Mr. Alfred Mentor was the mayor and Mr. Yubrat Singh was mayor of Region 4, and because these men were presumed to be APNU mayors or whatever, central government would have been starving the entire MNTC. And because they starved the entire MNTC, and the man, Mr. Mentor, even alluded to the fact that that government agencies, government ministries owed the MNTC rates and taxes, which they refused to pay. And then afterwards, we saw ministers of the PPP actually came out and tried to say that it's rich that the mayor will actually speak about the taxes that they owe when the MNTC owes them. It was a whole back and forth. The bottom line is this: the PPP has caused the problems in Georgetown. They have marginalized the entire community, just like they're marginalizing Linden today. And we challenge any one of the international bodies, Commonwealth, CARICOM, the OAS, the British High Council. We challenge the US Ambassador, Miss Nicole Terriac, come to Linden. Let Eternity Enterprise take you around Linden. Let us show you the state of the Mackenzie-Wismer Bridge today. Right now, it is a death trap. And it seems like the government is waiting for that bridge to collapse. Just recently, a young girl and her mother fell through that bridge. It was only the cables that saved those two people's lives. But if you come today and you see the state of the bridge, which we have to drive on, because it's the only bridge, and right now, there is no scale there to weigh the amount of weight that those big heavy trucks are carrying onto the bridges, are carrying onto the bridge. And right now, big trucks with big timber, big lumber, long lumber are on that bridge every single day. So brothers and sisters, I just wanted to bring you guys in, because the people in Georgetown and you know that pay attention to what this girl MOLA does. Can you say if the Shutter Studio appointment that Miss Manik Chan said where she took her photograph, if it was done before Miss MOLA did that video praising the government for that no-brainer with those bins, and let's see if we could basically track a pattern.
Well, viewers and subscribers, this is how I see it. Y'all know I keep it real, and this is just me point. Whoever want to take it wrongfully, want to interpret it wrong, or think it wrong, this is you business. Like I said, I'm responsible for what I said. And it's not no disrespect to MOLA. But like I said, remember, this government is all about family, friends, and favorites. You understand? AY said nothing wrong with being family, friends, and favorite. But let's do right. Let everybody be family, friends, and favorite, no? But I see clearly that who MOLA is. MOLA and the rest of them is the people that we call soup drinkers. Definitely. They is not no freedom fighter. You can't expect no young, what them is call themselves, influencers fighting for freedom. Everybody frightened the PPP. Everybody frightened. I telling y'all, and they got people who they within the PPP as friends, family, and favorite, vex that them there within the conversation, but due to their heart and their mind not being strong, they just got for just take whoever come to them or just enough all them ministers. when certain thing fishy and they know them and get backlash, them is then them kind of like, bye, yo, bye, why these man of them doing, why the boss doing me this, bye, why you gonna do, bye? Yeah. It's like my MOLA don't know she getting pints by the minister, Priya Manichan coming at her man photo studio because the photo studio is a man photo studio. You understand? So it's more pints for she man, it's more pints for she. Because you don't know the thing is go. I know what's going on. But viewers and subscribers, I'll leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts on this. Now before we jump out of here, so I got around the Bob addressing a very serious situation that even if it go down where she's talking about, it's going down every underground spot that people may not know. And it's something that I despise when I'm bullying an advantage.
Right, how is everybody doing tonight? So this video is for Bibi Bethune, who runs Caribbean Fest establishment on Rockaway Boulevard. Now, before I say what I need to say, I'm going to show you guys the beginning of this video and the end. I cannot show you guys the in-between because of the violence in this video, okay? So I'm just going to show you guys the beginning. This guy right here, that is Bibi's man, Krish. So he was present there when this assault was going on. Now I'm going to show you guys the ending of this video. So that young man was knocked cold out after giving a good whooping. Now, my thing to Bibi is that when this incident happened in your establishment, and Krish is well aware of it, did you guys call the cops and reported this matter to the police? No, the answer is no. Did you guys call the ambulance after this young man was knocked cold out for approximately 20 minutes? No. You guys did not do that. And the reason that you could not do that, Miss Bethune, is because you're operating a illegal gambling tournament in the basement of Caribbean Fest on Saturday and Sunday nights. This is the kind of violence these kind of games bring to our community. And it can cause serious injury, if not death. Right? Now, as a business owner, you're obligated to call the police. You're obligated to call the ambulance. But you took no steps in doing any of that. This video was recorded by someone that was present there and was released onto social media. But people weren't aware that you were involved in this, or this is your establishment. You have not reached out to this young man to date, and this happened Saturday night. It's Monday today, and you have not even given that young man a call. You did not. And he is scared to go to the police because of the individuals that did that to him. You always love to say, oh, people are jealous of you. People are jealous of your success. This is not about jealousy, sweetheart. This is about right and wrong. You called the cops so many times on Boxer for running the underground bar or the after spot, whatever the case is. And here you are doing the exact same thing that Boxer was doing. So you're a hypocrite. That's what you are. You're the only one that wants to conduct these type of businesses within our community. And when other people do it, you're the first one to run to 106 precinct. But when something like this happens in your establishment, you don't even call the cops. Stop. Okay? Stop it. You're going to create a lot more incidents like these in our community if you do not stop. All right, and I will be tagging 106 precinct in this video.
Let me tell you something. Seeing this life is a serious life that we live in here. So we got to know what we really putting ourselves in. Because listen, I'll tell you something. You see, there ain't got nobody could take blame for you mistaken. Nobody. Bob Marley said every man got a right to decide his own destiny, but in your judgment, there's no partiality. So he simply meaning whether it's men's judgment or God's judgment. You gotta feel it. That's the same reason why I don't like gambling. Now, we're not saying that though everybody... Well, I can say it. Stop gambling. Stop the fucking gambling, bro. This is what happening with gambling. But if you got street creds and you know you could handle yourself with certain things, do what you want, do I can't stop you. But what he's saying is that these things got for done. Now, baby, if you run an underground gambling spot, you need to keep your things straight. Them things can't happen. First and foremost, you gotta let all your gambler friends and supporters know the rules and regulation. You understand? If a boy violating a real way, then you have securities and these things in place. You can't doing them thing, bro. Then if you hear that the man frightened for talking anything because the individual, boy, let I tell you something. I'm ready for war with some banner boys. Some banner don't even know me. I tell people already, you see, advantage and bullying, I don't take. From it's still gonna happen, I ready for dead. I don't got time for thing but family and family. I mean family gonna be alright. Because if they say me, it's like if they say me family. I got to walk on the road like a pussy. You beat me last night. That's why I tell you, this why I don't mix up in gambling and I don't go around people whereby these kind of things gonna happen to me. Because God know how it's gonna go. I got some crazy ancestors and when the Christ start falling, yo, hey, tell you. But viewers and subscribers, leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what's your thoughts. Definitely on this here, so. You understand? That's serious. Big up around the Bob. God forget you flowers, because I love how you did. You know, you're reasoning about this situation here, so I'm wrong in every way. You understand? Anyway, like I said, if you watch the content so far, you reach so far, feel free to give the video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and put your post notification bell on. It was a pleasure being here with you. Remember, Let's Start the Things TV is where we give you the latest and what's going on in Guyana, in the diaspora, in the Caribbean, and even the world. Peace and love. Until next time, do have a blessed Wednesday. Your boy Fire Feelings, aka Mr. Let's Start the Things. We out.